Perimeter firewall is sufficient to protect from ransomware attacks. Every customer we talk to already has a perimeter firewall. But if you look at the number of ransomware attacks or the rate at which they're happening, it's clear that's not enough. Someone always finds a way to get inside your network. That's how ransomware starts. It typically plays out in 3 stages. First, an intruder gains access to your network. That's infiltration. Then they move laterally using different tools and techniques to search for the crown jewels. Finally, once they find the crown jewel, they exfiltrate the data and demand a ransom. And this cycle doesn't happen just once. It repeats, scanning, spreading, and attacking until something valuable is found. That's how self-replicating worms work. So just protecting the perimeter won't cut it. You need a multi-layer, defense-in-depth security strategy that protects the applications inside your VCF private cloud, and that's what VMware vDefend is engineered to do. Zero Trust is mainly about user access. Zero Trust is about continuous evaluation of access based on identity, context, and risk. It replaces the old model of implicit trust with ongoing assessment of every access request. In an enterprise, you have users accessing apps, users accessing users, and more critically, apps accessing other apps. So user access is just one side of the coin. You need to protect app-to-app communication as well. A lot of your crown jewels reside in the private cloud. These aren't apps running on laptops or user devices. They are the core systems powering your business. That's why securing app-to-app communication is essential, not just relying on user controls. VMware vDefend helps you extend Zero Trust to all applications running in your VCF environment. I already have threat detection tools. I don't need microsegmentation. Threat detection is important, but it's not enough on its own. You need to detect, prevent, and restrict lateral movement of threats, especially when it comes to ransomware. That's where microsegmentation plays a critical role. Detection tells you something is wrong, but without segmentation, attackers still move laterally, scan your environment, and reach critical assets. Even with detection tools, east-west visibility is hard and costly to implement using traditional intrusion detection systems or tab-based approaches. So when it's time to respond, you don't want a broad disruptive fix. You need something surgical. For example, if there is an issue with your HR application, you don't want to shut it down entirely. You use microsegmentation to limit communication, reduce the attack surface, and isolate the issue without touching the underlying network. With vDefend for VCF, segmentation isn't complex. It's intelligent, automated, and tied to app context. It's foundational to Zero Trust and works hand in hand with detection for full coverage. You need multiple tools to secure east-west traffic from ransomware. Protecting from ransomware is an important part for any business. It's true that you need multiple technologies to protect east-west traffic from ransomware, but it isn't necessarily true that you need multiple tools. VMware vDefend is a software-defined distributed security solution that brings together everything you need into one integrated platform: microsegmentation, IDS, IPS, malware prevention, network detection and response, and more. For example, during the infiltration stage, vDefend provides malware prevention, including sandboxing to detect and block zero-day threats hidden in files. In the lateral movement stage, attackers scan your network to identify valuable applications. vDefend uses microsegmentation with distributed and gateway firewalls to prevent threats from spreading across your VCF workloads. When attackers locate critical assets and attempt data exfiltration, vDefend distributed IDS IPS detects and blocks these attempts. vDefend also provides security intelligence for deep visibility across your apps and network. It helps assess your segmentation posture and uses AI to recommend policy improvements. And with network detection and response, you can surface threats that might already be inside your network by mapping them to MITRE ATT&CK framework with a powerful visual interface. So with vDefend and VCF, you don't need multiple tools. vDefend gives you everything you need in one integrated solution. It's hard to deploy security as code and enable self-service provisioning with applications. Deploying security as code and enabling self-service provisioning with applications might seem hard, especially with bolt-on security tools. But that's not the case with VCF Private Cloud with vDefend. vDefend is a software-defined security solution natively integrated with VCF, which is itself a software solution. That means you get a plug-and-play experience with the same benefits you expect with VCF: automation, self-service, and operational consistency now extended to security. What makes this powerful is how vDefend ties the application lifecycle to the security policy lifecycle. When an app spins up, it comes with a policy. When it moves, the policy moves. When the app retires, the policy retires too. And because of its deep integration with VCF, vDefend gets rich workload context. This allows vDefend to create application-aware security policies and deliver high-fidelity threat insights that are actionable. With VCF, you already have compute, network, storage, and management. With vDefend, you get security all from a single VMware stack. That means less complexity, faster deployment, and lower total cost of ownership over time. So when you deploy apps in VCF, you can deploy security as code at scale with vDefend. What is vDefend? vDefend is a software-defined distributed security solution engineered to protect your VCF private cloud. It delivers up to 9 terabits per second of zero trust firepower, unmatched in the industry. Think of it as the Hercules of your east-west firewalls.